Why dating in 2026 feels almost impossible. But what if I told you dating isn't hard because people have higher standards? It's harder because people have too many choices, too many distractions, and not enough emotional capacity. And honestly, I think that's why so many people feel exhausted before the relationship even begins. So if you're wondering why modern dating feels like constantly taking one step forward and two steps backward, then let's talk about it. Because I think a lot of people are feeling this, but nobody's really saying it out loud. First is communication. We've never had more ways to communicate with each other, yet we've never been worse at actually communicating. Texting isn't communication. Sending memes isn't communication. Liking someone's story isn't communication. Real communication is having uncomfortable conversations, saying what you mean, being honest, instead of people say one thing and their actions say something completely different. And when words don't match actions, confusion takes over. But here's where it gets even worse. A lot of people aren't emotionally available. That's just the hard truth. Not because they're bad people, but because they're emotionally exhausted. We've become good at talking about emotions without actually processing them. The second things get uncomfortable, people shut down. People pull away or disappear, which brings me to ghosting. Can we all agree we've normalized something that should have never been normal? One day you're talking every day, the next day, nothing. Crickets. No explanation, no closure, just silence. And after experiencing that enough times, you stop trusting people. Not because you want to, but because you're trying to protect yourself. Now here's something that dating apps accidentally created. The illusion that there's always someone better out there. Think about it. One awkward conversation, swipe. And then one disagreement about a topic, that's another swipe. One tiny red flag, swipe. Dating stopped feeling like building a connection and it started feeling like shopping. Instead of asking, can we grow together? People ask, can I find someone slightly better? That's probably better looking or something. And honestly, that's a dangerous mindset to have. Now, let me ask you something. How many people do you know who are genuinely happy right now? Not pretending, actually, seriously happy. Probably not many, because everyone seems burned out. Whether it's from work, bills, school, family, stress, marriage. Well, they wouldn't be married if they were dating, but trying to survive. By the end of the day, most people don't even have enough time for themselves. So expecting them to pour into someone else's isn't always realistic, unfortunately. And then we wonder why dating feels so difficult. Here's another problem. No matter what you do, it somehow feels wrong. Reply too fast, you're too available. Reply too slow, you don't care. Show too much interest, and you're clingy. Don't show enough, you're playing games. When did liking someone become this complicated? Another thing I've noticed is we're overstimulated all the time from the slightest things, right? Notifications triggered, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, emails, work. Our brains just never get a break. No one just sits in silence for a few seconds. And when people become overwhelmed, the first thing they usually cut off is emotional responsibility. Relationships require presence, but presence is becoming rare. People spend hours asking, are they attractive? Instead of asking, are they kind? Are they generous? Are they sweet? Can they communicate? Do they keep their word? Do they treat people with respect, love, and kindness? Looks might get someone's attention, but character determines whether they stay. Timing also matters more than people realize. Sometimes nobody did anything wrong. One person is ready to settle down. The other one still wants to travel, party, and figure life out. They're both good people. They're just living different chapters of the same book, essentially. And that's okay. Now I want to leave you with one thought. If someone truly wants you in their life, you'll know. Not because you'll say it, because they'll show it. And that's the key. Nobody is too busy for the people they genuinely prioritize, whether it's parents, families, coworkers. We all make time for what matters. Effort tells the truth. Excuses usually don't. So maybe dating isn't impossible. Maybe we're just trying to build deep connections in a world that's become addicted to convenience. Real love takes patience. Real love takes vulnerability. Real love takes consistency. And maybe consistency has become a rare commodity in the modern dating world. But I want to hear from you. Do you think dating is actually harder in 2026, or have our expectations simply changed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.